a peek behind the scenes. I'm doing this Instagram post later. I was on a coach call yesterday or the day before with a team in the southeastern states, and I was blown away as I was listening to that team. I get on the call at the beginning and sort of listen to the team as they talk about their plans for the next, for basically how they're organizing their team, like what's going on inside the team. And I listened to them talk about, okay, team, so we've got the exclusive coach test group with Chris Downing for Shift Shop Proving Grounds starting the 4-week window starts Monday the 22nd, and then they kick off the 3 weeks on the 29th. So let's keep loading coaches into that. And then at the end of November, as you know, we have Thanksgiving over here, which everybody overeats and watches football. So they're planning on doing a bit of what we call a 3-day refresh. While the product's not available in the UK, it is something that you could mirror with people doing a short run of Shakeology, but basically organizing, they could do a clean week at the end of November as we get ready to go into Transform 20 with the launch of that program on December 4th. And so that they were saying that, and then we're going to do Transform 20, the prep workouts in December, and we kick off that exclusive coach test group in mid-January. And then, of course, we have Portion Fix, the Ultimate Portion Fix program coming early March. And everybody who gets that nutrition program, that's the little container program that's associated with 21 Day Fix. Everybody who gets that program qualifies to be a part of the reshoot of 21 Day Fix and then 21 Day Fix Extreme. So basically, the point is, I was on this call listening to, there was maybe 300 people on that particular call, and I'm listening to these people talk about their health and fitness plan for the next 6 months. And it occurred to me that, wow, it's really happening. Like, where in the world does that happen? That a group of people, in that case 300, in this case 40, a group of people are gathering together to talk about their health and fitness, their fitness and nutrition plans for the next 6 months. That doesn't happen. If you go to the gym, you don't plan out the next 6 months. You join any other website or download any other app. There's no community where you're planning things out. And behind that, there's this financial opportunity that now that you've got a plan, you can invite new coaches, new customers into your challenge groups to participate with this whole thing. My point is, you guys are a part of something extremely special. And I think we often, as a community, take it for granted just how revolutionary and innovative this thing is. And while this time of year is probably the slowest and worst of the year, September, October, and November are the most difficult because people sort of throw in the towel or they start wearing their layers and they're wearing jackets. So they're not as sensitive to, how their body is looking, sort of rolling over the top of their jeans kind of thing. So, all that sensitivity goes away because you can hide it until it gets into the January and you start to think about the spring and summer months ahead. But not Team Beachbody. Team Beachbody has a year-round influence and is organized around helping people stay on track all the time with something. Doesn't mean you need to be perfect. Doesn't mean you need to be a hard body, as they call them, or have a six-pack all the time. But doing lift four workouts a day, or 4 workouts a week, or if you want to do a shorter program, Shift Shop, just 3 weeks, or 21-day fix, or a longer program, 80-day obsession. It's all available to you to organize and then invite people in with you. And that's really special. But it doesn't do anything, and it won't mean anything unless you now, like right now, here we are on the anniversary of launching this thing. And, I'm only going to speak for maybe 15 minutes more, but I would love you to be in the mindset of relaunching. That with tomorrow being the anniversary, I'd like you to look at tomorrow, to forget what have you done so far for the last 12 months, or even what have you done so far in October. I would like you to make it your goal right now, today, to, now that you understand this business better, and you sign some coaches and they go nowhere, and they're difficult to organize, and they're difficult to 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 get to take initiative, but then there's others who are just so great to work with. I want you, now that you know this about the difference of human nature, I'd like you to today reach out to somewhere between 2 and 5 people. I'll give you the next few days, but right now I want you to be in a launching mindset where you are looking for the next 2 to 5 coaches to be on your team, as if we were relaunching the business right now. And I want you to do it with a little bit different of a attitude or approach than you might have done the rest of the year, or that you might have done during the launch, because I don't want you to just be influencing people to start so that they buy. I want you literally to be recruiting people and accepting applications to be on your team. So let me give you a little background on that, okay? So when I started the business, when I started this network, I went about it to not be like a normal multi-level marketing business where it was populated by people whose primary objective was how much money can I make, how fast, which is a very common theme for MLMs or network marketing. How much money can I make and how fast? And I knew that what we are doing is more difficult and more important than other networks that are money driven. We are a mission driven company, so we need mission driven people. So as we were contemplating who the founding coaches were going to be, I looked at 6 categories basically for the type of people that I wanted. And what I wanted was people who are mission driven and have the ability to stay self-motivated even when the money's not pouring in, so that they're long-term oriented, but still enjoying the job and getting joy from the job because they know they're helping people. And we had a community, this is back in 2006, we had a community of hundreds of thousands of people in the Beachbody message boards who were helping people, supporting people for free. They weren't making any money. They were going into the message boards and supporting people, helping them get through P90X and Insanity and other programs. And so we knew that there were people in the community who were like, I love doing this, even if I'm not getting paid. So the 6 categories that we found inside those message boards that were just doing it because they loved it were these. And I want you to, as I'm saying these categories, I want you to be open to names popping into your head, and just be ready to write them down, because I think as I go through these 6 categories, you might go, oh yeah, you know what, there's somebody I should call. And that's who I'm hoping you're going to call or text or message today and tomorrow, to be back in foundation mode and building your team with great people starting now. So the 6 categories that I want you to be open to, because we found that they are truly some of our most compelling and strongest coaches. Stay-at-home moms. Stay-at-home moms somehow 24/7 just seem to get the job done, but meaning they get their job of stay-at-home mom done. And there's always something to pick up. There's always somebody's nose to clean. There's always some problem to solve. and it's kind of a thankless job. And I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to say anything bad about stay-at-home dads or any parents that also work a job, but stay-at-home moms was a category that we saw in the Beachbody community that was quite influential and had a lot of energy to help people. Also, teachers, undercompensated and big hearts, and a lot of opportunity for them to take that desire to improve people's lives and help people and put some of that in a part-time mode into the idea of being a Beachbody coach. First responders. I don't know if you have that term over there, but first responders like a paramedic or nurse or police officer or firefighter. These are people who don't make a lot of money, but they always have to be ready to help people out and go into situations that are uncomfortable and difficult and sometimes quite often dangerous. And we have had incredible success with firefighters, paramedics, nurses, and other first responders coming into the network and helping people. Also, clergy and military and group exercise instructors. The reason that group exercise instructors are so good is, I mean, imagine you have to get certified to teach at a gym. You wake up at 5:30 a.m. or 6 a.m. You go teach a class. You make 10 pounds, and you have a bunch of people, and then you got to do something the rest of the day. You know, teach a class in the morning, teach a class in the afternoon, but otherwise you've got to try to find a way to make a business out of life. And being a Team Beachbody coach is a great complement to that business. So what I'm hoping happens as you think about these 6 categories is that some names will pop into your mind. Stay-at-home moms, teachers, clergy, military, first responders, and group exercise instructors. We could also throw in there nutrition professionals, particularly now that we have 2B Mindset. So as you stay open to that, I think names will come to you. And I've done these calls now. I've done about 20 of these calls and have been blown away by the number of messages that I've gotten from people who have been with the network for 10 years, who said, I can't believe after that call where you outlined what the founding coaches were like, and after 10 years, I had 5 names pop into my head that I had never called. I can't believe I never called them. And they were very open to the idea. Here's my suspicion. And I hope I don't sound too sort of new agey with this, but I have a suspicion that if names are coming to you, if names are coming to your mind, that means that that's a person out there whose antenna is up and they are broadcasting to the universe that they're looking for some way to make some extra cash before the end of the year or start a new opportunity that will give them, maybe for the first time in their careers, control of their ability to earn an income where they are not beholden to waiting for their boss to give them a raise, where the level of work that they put in and productivity that they create dictates how much money they make. So they're in control for once in their lives how much money they make. Because I'm a firm believer that when you put a lot of effort and your ability to handle obstacles presents itself and you can work through them and are productive in your efforts, it's very easy to be busy without being productive. But if you're productive in attracting people to your business, that will compound to you. And I want you to do that now, particularly like right now, as soon as you press leave meeting. I'm hoping you do it tonight, because we're in this window of recruiting people into an exclusive coach test group. There's nothing that we have in our whole ecosystem that's more compelling to people than being in an exclusive coach test group for a new program. And you might say, well, what's new about Shift Shop? We've had that for over a year. Shift Shop Proving Grounds is all new. Like this concept of doing these 2 Proving Grounds workouts to understand where you are in your fitness level, and then working out for the first week, and then doing those 2 programs Friday and Saturday and seeing how you've improved. You work out again, take your workouts up to 35 minutes, do those 2 workouts again at the end of week 2, and then you do it again at end of week 3. And before the end of November, you've got people who will demonstrate that they can lose 10 to 15 pounds in under a month. What would you say in stone? 10 to 15 pounds. What's that in stone?
It's about a stone.
A stone. So you could lose a stone by the end of November. That sounds odd to say, but I assume it sounds right to you. So, all right, see, I lost you again. So if like that sounds compelling, there are people, and here's why you want to do that now with these particular 2 to 5 coaches, okay? With these 2 to 5 coaches, remember, you're interviewing them to be a part of your team. Now let me do an example of what the call might be like. So you're on the phone with these persons. So here's how the call could go in the normal state of things over the last year. Yeah, hi Thomas, it's Carl. I'm putting together a group. I wanted to call you. We've known each other for years, and I'm putting together a group of people. We're going to do a challenge group where we work out, we eat right, we drink a shake every day, and it's a way for us to help each other be accountable. And I noticed on your social media that you've been on and off with your workouts, and I've got this group that I think could be really great for you, and I wanted to see if you might want to try it. And by the way, if it ends up working for you, you could end up turning it into a business opportunity. You could become a coach like I'm doing. Anyway, whatever. I'm fast tracking what the conversation might be like, but basically you're describing and inviting somebody. That's one way to have the conversation. Here's the way I want the conversation to go today. Hey, Thomas. Hi, it's Carl. I know we haven't spoken for years. It's great to hear your voice, but here's the funny thing. I was just on a call with the CEO of this American company, Beachbody. I don't know if you ever heard of it. They're a home-based health and fitness company. And I was on this, I work with the CEO. I know. They're a big company, and I happen to be lucky enough to have a good relationship with him. So we're on the phone, and he says, hey, we're looking for people who are mission-driven, big hearts that want to help people achieve their health and fitness goals, and who at the same time would want to use that opportunity to achieve their own health and fitness goals and perhaps turn that into an income. So your name popped into my mind when he said that, and I thought, wait a minute, why am I thinking of Thomas right now? I haven't spoken to Thomas for like 2 years, but then I thought, wait a minute, this guy, he's a teacher. Like, you have a big heart. Is this something, have you been looking for an opportunity or something? Because I don't know, we haven't spoken in so long. I can't believe your name popped into my head. So you see that? I now get to have a conversation. Why did Thomas's name pop into my head? The people who you're thinking of right now, you get to go, hey, your name just popped into my head. I know you're a big-hearted person. I know you want to help people. Are you looking for something right now? And I don't know about you, but like, I think I could ask just about anybody that question, and they're not going to say, no, I'm not looking for any opportunity to make more money. They're going to say, what are you talking about? They're going to inquire a little bit more. So I'm going to have the opportunity to tell them what I'm doing in the context of their name popped into my head. That's what you get to do. It's a very different conversation. And then as I'm going through that conversation, I can say, now look, I know this sounds kind of crazy that I called you out of the blue, but this challenge group starts, we have the official kickoff is Monday, but you can sign up now and be a part of this by the 29th. And if you start to get traction with this thing is really going to take off in December and January when it's weight loss season. So if I can prove that you can lose 1 stone by the end of the month of November, you're going to be in a great position to work with my team and help us build this thing and start to compound, because we have an incredible schedule of product releases that we're going to do over the course of the next 6 to 9 months that are really going to create a lot of demand. Now, in that conversation, it will come up, this concept of Shakeology. So when you're having this conversation and the concept of a shake, so when that conversation, part of the conversation comes up, the person will be, they'll be like, what are you talking about? How about I do your fitness thing, but I don't get that shake? Because I could go to the grocery store, I could go to the market and get a shake for $1. And so I think that's going to be tougher. Okay, I know that the price objection is the most common objection that coaches struggle with. And I'm hoping that you'll share this with your team, that they no longer need to be defensive about the price of Shakeology. What they need to be is authentic about it. And you've had a year now to be exposed to the price objection, and so has your team. And this is what you need to share with them. When somebody goes, wait, what? That shake sounds kind of expensive. The answer, the response is, I'm so glad you said that, because that was exactly my reaction too. So you have just stopped being defensive and you have said, that was my reaction too. But then I drank it for a month and it curbed my cravings. I no longer have a sweet tooth late at night. It's helped me lose weight, helped my digestion, and it's given me energy that helps me feel better without more caffeine. But you've never tried it. You don't even, look, you can go buy a glass of orange juice you can go buy a bottle of orange juice from the store, a single serving, and I don't know, you can get that for £1. Does that maybe sound right? You can get for
Yep.
1 pound. Okay. Or you can go get some fresh squeezed orange juice, which is going to cost you could cost you as much as £4 to get a glass of fresh squeezed orange juice. There's differences, right? Or you can get a bottle of a smoothie that costs you less than £1 at the market, or you go to one of these smoothie places and they sell them for $7 or probably more like £5 to £6. So there's a continuum. The point is, this shake can't be compared to a protein shake, a protein and fiber shake from the market. What this can be compared to is a whole food supplement or a whole food source of nutrition that helps the body solve this gap that it's not getting from the current food supply. But what I love about this company, this is what I need you to say. What I love about this company, who I've been working with for a year now, is they don't expect you to take my word for it or their word for it. So you get to drink this stuff for a month. And if you have the same experience as me, again, reduce my sugar cravings, reduce my hunger between meals, better digestion, makes me feel better, more energy without more caffeine, helps me lose weight as a part of this whole ecosystem of fitness and nutrition. But what's great about it is you get to try it. As you join my team, we'll waive your coach fees if you buy a challenge pack that includes this shake. And if you don't get the same experience that I've had, that this is true game changer, life changer for you, you get your money back. And I know that sounds crazy because the health food store wouldn't do that. You couldn't walk into the health food store and get a smoothie every day for a month. And on the last day, say, you know what? I didn't really enjoy these health smoothies that you've been giving me every day. So I'd like my money back for everything that I consumed all month. They wouldn't do that. But Beachbody doesn't expect, they have never tasted the shake. They don't know what it feels like. And nutrition is not something that's like a drug. It's something that needs to build up in your system. So it'll take a week or 2 weeks of consistency for most people to feel like, hey, wow, this is really making a difference. That's why we give them a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you get to pass that on, because you can't expect this person who's going to be your superstar coach to come into this thing, sign up in the first 24 hours, sight unseen, never tried this shake, without that money-back guarantee. But that's what I want you to do today. And in fact, I want you to do it now. We're nearing the end of this call. I want you, when you click leave meeting, I want you to, if any names have come to you about people who are like, oh, she'd be great for this, or that guy, he'd be perfect for this, let me reach out to them. I'm hoping that instead of pressing leave meeting, and then you're going to be in your room, computer screen is, or phone screen is blank, and you can go about the rest of your night, watch television, check social media. I'm hoping that instead you'll ask the family for a half hour or so to reach out to these 2 to 5 people. If those names haven't come to you yet, take a minute and think, who would I love? Who do I know that I would love to have on my team? And I think those names are going to come to you. And then immediately get on the phone and say, I'm thinking about, like, I'm rebuilding my team. I've got a great team already, but I want to bring on the next the next 5 coaches that I bring on, I want to bring them on now, because the opportunity that we've got over the course of the next 9 to 12 months is stunning as we celebrate the 2nd year of this business. And I was thinking that maybe you would want to be a part of that. Can I talk to you about this? Are you interested? That's what I want you to do tonight. And I want you to be a team of action. And I want you to be a team that is picky about who you put on your team, because I want them to be great to work with, because those are going to be the people that other people are attracted to work with, which means they're going to sign people up, which means we're going to truly be helping people, because these aren't people who you're going to have to drag to the challenge group. They're not people who you're going to drag to Super Saturday. They're not people who you're going to have to drag to be a part of Summit. They're going to be like, what? There's an event that we can qualify for and we can win tickets to? I'm going to compete for that. Those are the people with their lights on that you want to have be a part of your team. And I know there's hundreds of thousands of them right available to you right now, because not everybody is happy with their current situation. So that's what I want to ask you to do. But I don't want you to wait till the end of the weekend or till you think about it too much. You get in your head and you talk yourself out of it. I want you to get out there, teach this to your team, and get them started and celebrate the 1-year anniversary of Team Beachbody by resetting it and building the teams with the people who you want to work with. And if you let people know that you're having this conversation with because you think there's somebody you'd like to work with, that starts the conversation in a whole different way, because now they realize, oh, I need to qualify to be a part of her team. I need to be a certain quality to be a member of that guy's team. And that's what I want you to do. And then your team is going to be great and they're going to be unstoppable. So now it's my job to stop talking, which is hard, and let you do your thing. So Thomas, I'll hand it back to you and then let the gang get onto it and celebrate the anniversary by signing up some new people and filling this Shift Shop exclusive coach test group with some great new coaches.
Thank you, Carl. That's awesome. Look, I think people, you've got a mission. This is our birthday mission. We're on a relaunch here. And the number of people who've said to me over the last month, even the last few days, how even over the course of the last year, the number of things they've learned, the things they know they do differently now, the things that they would have wished they could have done differently a year ago, and that would have made their business grow faster. So this is it. The mission is a relaunch. As Diana there, I saw posted, the universe is listening, or universe is telling us. So think of those names. I'm excited for you for the rest of the month. You have your mission now. Go forth, and I'll wait to hear more. So keep us in touch with what you're going to do and message in the groups and tell us how that's going. I'll let you get on with your evening. Go forth, guys.
Thanks, Thanks, guys.
Thanks for joining, everyone.